What's up, everybody? Big Herc with 916. You tune into another edition of my vlog. I'm here at the lab with the green machine, about to get to the suspension upgrades. So I'm gonna go ahead and let my secret chef tell you a little bit about what we have going on here. And this is how you make a muscle car handle. A lot of times people do certain things in muscle cars and they don't handle right. You know, they don't corner like they're supposed to. Well, I got a solution for all that, so stay tuned. So I'm at the lab. I got the green machine on the rack here, and the mad scientist is in the background. He likes to remain anonymous, but he's going to talk about a little bit what we're going to do to get the car to handle a little bit tighter based on the stock chassis with a few aftermarket upgrades for suspension. Yeah, so as you can see, I have the green machine up here on the rack. It's got a few upgrades already. I have a rear sway bar, Hoskins. I have a 4-link jumping off back here, so it does help a lot with the suspension. Got coilovers, and if you go over here, you can see I have coilovers again. I got lower control arms done, upper control arms done, Hoskins sway bar, and yeah, she's had a lot of work as far as suspension wise. But I was gonna go with a rack and pinion, but I got to talking to some people and they told me that's not the best deal. So I went and picked up a Savitsky front frame support, which is gonna help with a lot of the play in the front. And I also picked up down here, which is a rear support, which helps with the shock towers as far as the play with that. And then we also got a turn 1 steering box. These steering boxes are the best you can buy for steering boxes. It takes out a lot of the play. It's like rack and pinion technology in a steering box. And then we also got not open. We also got some upper control arms that have a lot of adjustability to them, very high tech. These are going to make a world of difference on the far as the geometry of the handling of the car. If you guys are familiar with the older Chevelles, the geometry is kind of different than what you get from a Camaro or Nova, so you can't just throw a rack and pinion and expect to get the handling you want. This solves all that with the proper settings. And I have the mad scientist. He's going to kind of explain a little bit more as they get into detail what they're going to do.
Yeah, so first off, kind of show you how this brace is going to fit. So this kind of ties in the cross member to the frame, stiffens everything up.
And you guys can see that.
As you can see, you got this supercharger cooler here that's going to be a problem. So we're probably going to eliminate this and move it up in front of the radiator, move your trans cooler to your radiator, and create some room. And then this will be able to work well. The gearbox, that quick steer gearbox, is pretty awesome. That thing's gonna work well. There's a right now you have an intermediate steering shaft that is collapsible, and it's got a rag joint and it's got a dampener on the other end. That creates a lot of play, and so we're going to eliminate all that. We're going to pull out that steering shaft and all those components and just put a straight shaft in with some U-joints and stiffen it all up. We'll try and get a shot from the top side so you can kind of see what I'm talking about in a minute. We'll lower the car down and so you can take a look. But all this should kind of stiffen the car up a lot.
And then what do you think about that rear brace? Is that gonna make a big difference with that back there too?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's gonna help a lot. Should definitely notice the difference and feel it. So we'll see.
There you have it from the scientist. It's gonna be going down. The green machine is gonna be ready for Monterey. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and I'll keep you updated. So as you can see right here, as he was talking about the collapsible shaft.
Yeah, it's so right there you can see, right in the middle, you can see where the two shafts kind of come together. So that's that creates some play right there. And down at the bottom, you can see the rack joint, and up at the top, you can see this dampener up here. So all those three components create extra play that doesn't need to be there. So we're going to eliminate all that, put the new gearbox in, and just run a straight 3/4 inch double D shaft and 2 Borgeson U-joints, and that'll really stiffen it up a lot.
See, this guy, he knows what he's talking about. I've showed it to other people and they were scratching their heads, so I always take it back to the mad scientist and he gets it dialed in. So, like I said, this is a build on a stock chassis that we're upgrading so that it perform like a newer chassis. A lot of times people do Roadster Shop or Art Morrison chassis, but this is a way that you can still get the performance without the rack and pinion and have the handling. So, like I said, holler at me, shoot me a message if you guys have any questions. If you're trying to get some work done on your car, holler at me, BigHerc916 at Gmail, and I'd love to hear from you. I'm out.